Hello, my beautiful light beings. This is your guide, the daughter of light, and I'm back again with yet another tarot reading for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. If this video found you, then that means there is definitely an important message in this reading that you need to know right away at this very moment. I hope my reading will guide you towards light. So, without further ado, let's see what the cards have in store for my collective today. Okay, so first I am going to start with the I Immersive Oracle deck. I love this deck because it has all the individual card in this deck has like a very specific artwork, very beautiful, intuitive artwork, and I like to start my reading with interpreting the cards that we get. So let's see what the cards have in store for us today. What messages that my collective need to know right now. Okay. Interesting. 40 and 2. Okay, so this card, as you can see, it looks like an eye, and the green color in this eye, where it should be white but it is green now, I feel is looking things into like from a new perspective, from a perspective of love, heart opening, heart chakra opening. I love this, and all this purple pink on the background is giving me like crown chakra or third eye opening, because it's all purple and blue and pink. So your intuition is really clearing at the moment. You are in touch with your intuition now, which I love. So yeah, and because you're in touch with your intuition, you are being able to look at the world with the eye of love and compassion and self-love as well, I believe. Yeah. I am going to read from the book, but before that, let me also talk about the back of the deck energy, which is number 2. Is giving me High Priestess energy from the tarot, which is intuitive knowledge. You're downloading some intuitive knowledge, but by looking at the card, it feels like a union is happening on the background, behind the scenes, that you are not aware of yet. So I see that there have been some cycles that you have been trying to break, some patterns, and I think you have broken that, and that is why this union is happening between the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And your intuitive knowledge is telling you that. Your intuition is guiding you towards this union. Okay, this is a very happy, fated card, I believe. Now, let's look into the book, what the book has in store for us. Also, because this is such interpretative artworks, I would like your interpretation as well. So I'd like to know what you think of it. How do you resonate with this? How do you like this interpretation? What other things, what other messages that you can pick up from this particular card? So have a good look at it. Yes. And comment down below about what is your interpretation of this card. And also, I'd like to suggest one more thing. The first few oracle deck cards that I use before diving into the tarot, they are for me to gauge the energies that I'm reading for today. So if you find that you're resonating with these energies, with these messages, with this story, the narrative, then do keep watching. Please keep watching. But if you find that this narrative is not really relevant to you at the moment, or you're not really resonating, or this is not your story, then it is as simple as that. It is just not your story today. So, and that is completely fine. I will have a story for you next day, in my next reading. So just don't try to fit where it will not fit. So yeah, you will know, your intuition will know if this is what is happening in your life at the moment or not. Okay, I see it. So card number 40 is judgment. Okay, are you seeing with the eyes of love or judgment? What did I tell you? So it is about looking into the world with the eye of love. Are you seeing yourself with the eyes of love or judgment? Fear comes from the ego. Moving away from the image of ego as selfish attitudes, ego is everything that is not based on love. So if someone has fear or judgment, what they are having is ego, a wound. To be able to grasp that it is not a source of reliable information coming from a loving space, we need to observe. In order to observe something, you always need an observer. And we have the capacity to observe our thoughts, to see them, to analyze them, to judge them, to understand them. If we were our mind, that would be an impossible thing to do. The mind is the movie that we see in front of our eyes, but behind is where everything is happening. This is such a powerful line, because this is what I said. This is behind the scene where everything is happening. The union, the divine union. There is no object of observation without an observer. So if we can observe it, something is separating us from it and making us aware that it is not the only thing that operates within us. On the contrary, there is much more behind. This is very, I say, very imminent, that you really need to know at the moment, because I think you are doing it and you are being encouraged to do it even more so, to look into the world surrounding you, to look into yourself, your inner world, with so much compassion and love. I say this is about treating yourself kindly. This is about healing your inner child. So being that person with whom your inner child will feel safe. So being that safe space for your own inner child. And that is what it requires. Love is what is required here. Yes, and it is urging, one more message is very important here, is that it is urging you to be less egotistic. I know ego will be there. It is very hard. I think it is impossible to live this human experience without even an ounce of ego in it. Ego is there for the purpose of our human existence. But to be in ego, to live in ego, is to deny yourself the love that you deserve. That is your birthright. So I will suggest you to just break down your ego. Just let go of your ego and look into the world with bright, loving eyes. Yes. I'm gonna take a quick glance at this card as well. Card number 2. Oh, saw the ego again. Cosmic lovers. What did I tell you? Okay, so it is interdimensional partner, quick manifestations, lover pair, expansive loving encounter, new loving experiences, vision. See, union is happening. A cosmic love is tuning in. I can feel it nearby. I can feel it. It's big. I can feel it's almost here. I'm just about to know this human shape, yet I have known this soul for a long, long time. It is not new. I can feel how this connection is beyond this dimension. A vision that will take place 21 days after. Oh, 21 days. This is a dharma thing. We unite to expand one another. We unite in the name of love. We merge in joy because we do not need each other, and yet we choose each other. There is no karma here. It is a cosmically loving way to keep expanding new versions of self. Our heart and our soul recognize one another, knowing that everything is bigger if we are together, amplifying our energy. A new purpose emerges with new ways of feeling and perceiving, experiencing the loving energy in a partner as we never knew before. This is very fated energy I am picking up, and I think this is about the divine masculine, because this card is 40. 4 is the number of the emperor and 0 is the number of the fool. So this is about, I think this reading is going to be about a divine masculine who is looking at the world, their own world, and the world surrounding them with new perspective, from a new perspective of love, union, surrender, equality, and balance between this masculine's own inner feminine and masculine, I believe. And this intuitive message that I was getting surrounding this I image is the intuition that is guiding this masculine, this divine masculine, towards the divine union with their divine feminine. So I believe this reading is going to be a counterpart reading again, just like my previous one. But this one is not about the feminine, it's about the divine masculine. This is what I'm picking up. The masculine is on the verge of this union with their feminine. Let's see what is in store for us. Okay then, I'm gonna add more cards on the table now. This is the Cosmos Oracle deck that I'm going to shuffle from, and it's about the laws of the universe, the laws of the matrix, the whole existence of our lives. And also it talks about many laws of the physics as well. I keep saying this again and again, but I am a huge fan of the cosmos. And I remember being very excited about physics classes back when I was in high school. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the cosmos, and let's see what the cosmos has in store for us. Okay. Surface, anything else? Anything else? X-rays, anything else? Anything else? Quantum entanglement, yes. Okay, back of the deck we have Solar Zenith. We got 3 cards for you, my collective, and I'm guessing you are my divine masculine collective. Okay, so surface, X-rays, quantum entanglement. So the first card is surface, and I believe it is talking about what is on the know right now, what is in the know, what is you know. You are trying to live in the surface where everything is known, nothing is unfamiliar. You are feeling quite, I think this says about some kind of in-depth subconscious fears as well, because that is why you would like to stay in the surface and not go deep. But from what I'm seeing, you will be going deep, or you are already going deep. So let's do it this way. Let's read these 3 cards from the perspective of the time. So this should be your past, this is your present, and this is your future. So let's see your past. We have surface. So in the past, you have been confining yourself on the surface. You have not been looking beyond, looking beneath and inside yourself. But I think you have started doing the work, and that is why we have got X-rays for your present. Now X-rays are, we all know, these are some I'll say an medical instrument to look into yourself, to look inside yourself, to look into your bones. So it's about going into depth, going in beyond the surface, going through the surface. And that is what is happening to you at the moment, my divine masculine. I believe that you are going beyond the surface, and that is where you are seeing the insides of your body, your soul, your mind. And by body, I mean your emotional body, I mean your astral body, I mean your spiritual body. So you're looking inside. So there, I believe there is an awakening that is happening at the moment. Yes. And in the future, we have such a wonderful card, quantum entanglement. I love the ideas, the concept of quantum entanglement, because it talks about that we all are one. I mean, for a little bit of a fun or like nice exercise, mental exercise, I would give you a little homework. Not really homework, but you know, just a creative thing. So if you would like to, you can maybe go search these hypothetical theory about the existence of everything, the universe. And it's called the single proton, I think, the single proton theory, or the single electron theory. I might be confusing between proton and electron, but it's like the single electron or single proton theory, where it states that everything is just a single particle, and we all are made of a single particle, and everything that is happening, that we are perceiving as happening in this world, in this universe, is just the life of a single particle. We're moving in time. I know it is confusing to hear from me, but I believe it's a very interesting concept. But coming to quantum entanglement, I believe in the future, you are going to realize that you and your counterpart, your divine feminine, are one soul. You guys are one. You have been mirroring each other for some time now, and you have recognized that, I believe. But it is time for you, I think in the future, in near future or so, you will find the knowledge within yourself, or your intuition or your higher self will guide you towards the belief that you and your counterpart are one. And quantum entangle is about, as far as I can remember from my physics class back in high school, quantum entanglement is about this theory in quantum mechanics, where it states that a particle, two particles, if they are associated with each other, even if they are going far apart, they're separated by, I will say, millions of light years, still they will remain connected. So the connection is never broken. This might be something like that. I'm also going to read from the book. And also, before I read from the book, this is the back of the deck. Sorry, this is the back of the deck. Solar Zenith. I feel like this is high time. This is like high noon, midday. Solar Zenith is like the climax of the solar movement, the climax of the solar positioning, because as we know, the sun doesn't really move around us. We move around the sun, but from our perspective it moves. So it's the time when the sun is at its highest and it's more powerful. So I do believe positive things are coming in your life and in your favor, but it is also high time for you to take some action, I believe. And we are going to look more into it, what actions you might want to take. But I feel like, the energy has been building up towards this moment, and it's time for a release. It's time for an action. Yes. Okay, let's have a read for the, okay, where is the book? I got the wrong book. Okay, the Cosmos Oracle. Surface. Let's see where the surface is 83211. Going deeper. This is card number 100. The outer extremity. I mean, it's not really card number 100. I'm sorry. I meant to say this is page number 100, 100. So it feels like you in the past you have reached a sense of completion, like a cycle has closed and a new cycle was about to begin. That's in your past. Because 1 is the first number, which, and then 00 is like 2 fools and 1 magician. So it's like some fated new beginning. You are in the past, you have already started on that path. Okay, surface, going deeper. The outer extremity of bodies which limits and separates everything that surrounds it. External appearance without depth of understanding. Shallow. Surface alludes to the superficiality of something, someone without internalizing it. The outer layer of an onion, of the earth, of human beings. Exactly what I said. So in the past you have kept yourself in the shallow, in the liminal space, but on the shallower side, on the superficial side. But now things have changed. So what is happening in the present? X-rays. Let's see what X-rays are. X-rays. 113. Okay, opened right onto it. Yes. Ability to pass through an opaque body. X-ray images shows us the interior of a body. Only they know what lies in the depth of the spectrum not visible to the human eye. All scientists will trust that X-rays show them, even though they do not have the ability to verify it with their own human vision. So yes, going beyond your own human vision, that is what is happening at the moment. And that is what the I Immersive Oracle deck also told us about. Humans possess our own X-ray machine, which is known as the third eye. I did talk about the third eye, I think, because this is your third eye chakra opening, this is your intuition, this is all the intuitive higher knowledge that you're downloading. This non-three-dimensional vision has the ability to see, feel, and or perceive beyond what is presented as an opaque body. It refers to the use of intuition and a trust what is seen literally in the visible field or the reach of our two eyes. So clearly you're looking beyond the apparent, beyond the visible, beyond the immediate with the power of your intuition. And as I said before, your intuition is really working right now. It is the solar zenith of your intuition for this moment. So use it well, use it to your benefit. Then quantum entanglement. Q for quantum. 78 to 79. 78 to 79. Yes. Illusory separation. Yes. Particles that were once attached remain related, affecting and modifying each other no matter the distance or level of separation between them. Your energies can still be connected to each other regardless of the physical distance between you and the person or thing. This is what you're realizing in near future, that your connection with your divine feminine is always ongoing. It can never be severed. So you will always be connected because you are one. You and your divine counterpart is one, are one. The information regarding what you do, think, or feel arrives. The intertwined and direct relationships in your microcosms causes you to influence each other, affecting everything that happens, including actions, emotions, and beliefs. It is a telepathic consciousness. So I'm believing that because your intuition is so sharp at the moment and it is ever building even, so right now is a nice time to try telepathic communication with your divine twin. So If you believe in twin flames, if you believe in divine counterpart, the journey, then you might want to try telepathic consciousness or communication. Okay then, so finally, there is no separation between energies, only interconnection. Okay, so this is what I'm seeing. Okay, EPR paradox. There is one more thing I would like to read. By operating on one of a pair of particles, the other can be affected instantaneously regardless of the distance between them. We transform each other like clay passing through different hands, some in a subtle way, so light as the wind that we cannot perceive them. Others mold gently like water, and others do it in an abrupt way like a great wave exploding on the rocks. Whatever form it takes, the impact will last forever. So I think what you can't see at the moment is that your divine feminine, your counterpart, has been working on themselves a lot, and that has brought about this shift within you. So whatever they have been working on is also affecting you. This is almost happening instantaneously. You might not realize that in a physical three-dimensional level at the moment, but it is happening nonetheless on the background, behind the scenes. So, and this is an interesting thing because divine feminine's work is through self-healing and all of that. Divine masculine also does self-healing, obviously, but divine feminine's work is much longer if we are talking about temporal realities, like according to time. Divine feminine's work is much longer and much more slow and steady work, but divine masculine's work usually comes later. So after the divine feminine reaches a certain point of self-worth, self-actualization, reclaiming their power, divine masculine then starts working on themselves. But divine masculines, doesn't matter if they start off late, they start off pretty with like so much robust energy, and their transformation happens very quickly then, very swiftly. So that's what I believe, that your transformation is also going to happen very swiftly because you are already looking beyond the surface. Okay then, so till now, if you are resonating with the messages so far, do keep watching. If you are not, and if you do not consider yourself as a divine masculine, then don't worry. I will post other kind of readings, I believe, and you can check them out later for yourself. But anyway, I am so excited for this particular reading because I don't get to channel divine masculines that often. Whoever this divine masculine is, thank you for like giving me the honor to read for you. Now I am going to get some tarot cards for you. I'm going to see what the tarots are talking about. First, I cut into the Lovers. As you can see, the Lovers and Soulmates, it says. So the Lovers is a stereotypical twin flame card, and we see Queen of Swords, the Dreamer. So I believe you have been dealing with a Queen of Swords. So your counterpart is a Queen of Swords who might not be talking to you right now. Is your counterpart not talking to you? Are you guys separated at the moment? But as I told you, separation is an illusion. There is no separation whatsoever. The next card I got into is the Tower. So something is moving very swiftly. I think it's going to come up very swiftly. That is going to like give you a new foundation because the old foundations are not working for you anymore. Okay, I'll do it once more, one last time. And we see the Judgment. This is a very, I guess, pivotal reading, especially for you. I think there must be some very pivotal messages in this because I opened up to all the major arcanas, and major arcanas means major shifts happening in your life, major messages. The last one is Judgment. So it's time to make a judgment call. It is time to take inspired action. It is time to make a decision. Like, yes, follow your intuition. Okay, let's see what the tarot has in store for us. By the way, this is the Mirra Visions tarot deck. I love them, and as I've shown them already, you know, each card has like two images interspersed with each other, and it's like one image for the tarot, one for the oracle, and it depends on which angle you are looking into. It is just magical. And last time I forgot the name of the artist. This time I remember. The artist is James R. Eads, EADS. I think that is it. And you can check him out on Instagram. I follow him. I think he's coming up with a new numerology deck. I'm really hoping to get that one day. But yeah, these are just some magical cards. Okay, the Fool. Four of Swords, the Fool. Anything else? Anything else? My spirit guides, my universe, tell me if there is anything else. Anything else we need to know at the moment. Okay, the cards are being very precise today. Very precise. I'd like to see more. Anything else? Anything else? But I would not force it. Whatever cards we get, we get. That's what the spirit is giving us today. Okay, anything else? Anything else? Anything else? Okay, one last card. I will say. One last card if we need. If you need anything else, for one last card. Anything else? Whatever you have, I'll do a one last shuffle. I guess that's it. We are not getting any more cards. Today, the tarot is very specific. We have very specific messages from the tarot today. So, I will start with this. We only got 4 cards. Let me position them. Yes. Okay. These are all lovely cards though. I hope your Divine Feminine is a cross watcher and watching it, because this talks a lot about what is going on in your mind, and which is great stuff. Okay, let's start with 4 of Birds or 4 of Swords. You see how the image changes. So in one image you see there's this man sitting down on the ground with this sword kind of pierced into the earth, and in this other image you can see there's this tree, this kind of like a heaven kind of a place where people will go and rest. So it's very peaceful. It's very like surrendering. I feel like the man looks like he's surrendering. And yeah, so 4 of Swords, what I'm picking up is, usually in the tarot, 4 of Swords is about a card of non-action, healing, and like retiring to your bed chambers to rest. It's about rest. So after the war is fought, it's time for the soldier to, for the knight or the soldier to take some well-deserved rest. But this is also about healing, and not just bodily healing, about your inner healing, your spiritual healing. And I think this healing is being possible because you have surrendered to the flow. See, all those spiders in the sky, it looks like Van Gogh's The Starry Night, which I absolutely love. That is like one of my most favorite paintings. But it does talk about cycles and patterns. You have gone through many patterns, many self-sabotaging patterns, I believe. Even the image here a little bit shows me, like it reminds me of the 5 of Swords, because, and also it comes after the 4 of Swords. So the 5 of Swords is about self-sabotaging behavior. So I think you have come away. You have let go of all those patterns of self-sabotaging behavior. And now you're resting, you're healing, you're gaining perspective, which was really clarified by the deck, the tarot deck, no, not the tarot deck, sorry, the oracle decks that we have used before. So yes, so this is a time of inner transformation. So you might not be talking to your feminine at the moment. You might be resting a bit, but even if you are talking to them, because I do see a little sword, is still propped up. So that means the lines of communications are still open. So you guys might be still communicating, but not in a fully realized way. And yeah, because you have been healing and you need the time to heal, I'm glad you are taking the time. Now the second card is Fool, the Fool and Death. Death is the oracle counterpart for the Fool card in this deck. So as you can see, the Fool is this, what is this? Is this a crane? I think it's a crane. I will call it a crane. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know many of the names of animals and birds, so correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me on the comment section there. But I think it's a crane which is waiting on to take a plunge. It is waiting on by the sea, I think, or a lake to take a plunge and start its hunting journey of the, you know, the fish. Cranes eat fish. So I think that is what it's waiting for. And then we also have the Death. It is like the skeletal hands of death, but there is an energy brewing. So I think the Fool is the first card in the deck, the first card in the major arcana. So it's about this new journey. So I think because of this healing that has been going on, you are ready for this leap of faith. Fool is essentially a leap of faith. I think you have gained enough self-healing, enough knowledge that you now feel brave enough and confident enough, and like you have more faith in yourselves than you had before. So you are ready to take the plunge now, ready to start something new. Yes. Yeah, start a new journey of life. And death, death is a reminder that you have gone through this transformation. The Four of Swords is the last phase of transformation, in my opinion. It's when the transformation is done and you are just resting so that you can break out of the cocoon like the beautiful butterfly or dragonfly or whatever transformative creature we would align with. So yeah. The next card is the Star, which I absolutely love. Look at the creative artwork. In the Whale, which is the corresponding oracle card, the Whale talks about, you can see, it's about this person who is trying to break through this illusory veil and coming into a new reality. And we are also seeing like so many flowers are blooming in it, what it looks like a very darkened place for the Star card. So the Star card is essentially about a card of hope, a renewal. It is also about healing, inner healing, self-healing, self-care. You have gone through that, and yeah, and that is helping you. The Star card is also about wish fulfillment. So whatever wish you had, whatever manifestations you've been trying to have is coming true. So your wish is coming true. It's like, you know, make a wish upon a star. So yeah, it's time for you to make a wish. Maybe if you haven't really consciously made a wish yet, it's your time. This is your moment to make that wish because you got the Star card. The Whale also tells me that you are, because you got the X-ray card. So X-ray card was looking through the veil, through the surface, and this is what you're doing, the Whale, at the present moment. So this is what I'm feeling, that your Four of Swords era is over. You are at the edge, you are just jumping. Like it is a moment between, right now, the present current moment is the moment between the Fool and the Star. So you are trying to take that plunge, and on the other side of the plunge awaits you your manifestations, your wish fulfillment. So take that plunge. Now the final card is Six of Chalices or Six of Lotuses. Lotuses are cups. Cups in the tarot are pretty much the suit for emotional fulfillment, anything to do with your emotional bond with your people. Now, Six of Cups is telling me so many things. Six of Cups is a card about reconciliation, reunion, reconciliation. It might be talking about your divine feminine. If you are in a separation with them right now, it might be talking about a future, because I'm seeing this as a timeline. So if this goes this way, then I'm seeing that you might have a chance to reunite with your divine feminine in the future. You might have the chance to reconcile with them. Whatever differences, whatever separation you had between yourselves, whatever struggles you had between yourselves might be over soon. This is a very positive, very loving card. And Six of Cups also talks about childhood. It's like childhood bond, as if you know someone from a different life, from a past life. So that is also another confirmation that the person you're connecting with, your divine feminine, is your past connection, because your divine feminine is you. So you have shared many past lifetimes. So you have many past memories and sweet memories, emotionally fulfilling memories with each other. This card is a card of soulmates as well, I'll say, because it is just not about sexual passion. It's just not about compatibility, relationship. It is also about this bond of the soul that is never going to be broken. So Six of Cups is very nice. The only advice I'm going to tell you is, if you have started working on your inner child healing, keep doing that, because Six of Cups also demands and deserves that you come forward during the reconciliation with a resolved, healed inner child, so that you can have a solid foundation for the next beginning, which is the Fool you are taking, right? On the back of the deck, which is really nice, is the Peacock. You got your divine feminine on the back of your mind. Your divine feminine is powering up, leveling up. As you can see in this image, this girl is leveling up. It feels like she is in like a spiritual euphoria. She's awakening, transcending, ascending, transcending the physical barriers, ascending into a spiritual higher truth, higher power. So your divine feminine is ready. Yeah, she is ready. I mean, again, just a disclaimer, I do not talk about gender. You can be a divine masculine and you can be a woman. You can be a divine feminine and can be a man. It doesn't matter. I do not read body parts. I just read energies. So my readings are not gendered at all. So take it as it resonates with you. But your divine feminine, your Empress, as you can see, the Empress card, it's such a beautiful card. The Empress is leveling up. It is a spiritual ascension that your Empress is going through. And that is why all this transformation, all this resolution of, I will say, energies, chaotic energies that has been residing within you is possible. All this is possible. And don't worry, your divine feminine understands you completely. And even though you might not be talking to them as much as you'd like to, know that you two are inseparable. You are one. There's no way. This separation is an illusion. And your divine feminine already understands that. Okay, then I will have a few clarification from the Dreamy Moons deck, which is another beautiful tarot deck that I love. Last time I used the Dreamy Moons dark tarot deck. Now this is the light one. I open with King of Wands and Six of Stars. So equal give and take, equal stable, practical stuff are coming up now. It's talking about how you can proceed with your partner in a very stable, practical, three-dimensional ways. And King of Wands, that you are ready to take action. So yeah, that's what I was getting as well. You are ready to take action. Take the plunge. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to do one more shuffle. Judgment again. It is judgment time. Even from this deck, we are seeing this, that judgment is imminent. So you must make this decision, make this inspired action. Take this inspired action. Now let me see. Please clarify the Four of Swords for my viewers today. Please clarify the Four of Swords. Please clarify the Four of Swords. Please clarify the Four of Swords. Okay, just like the Four of Swords, the card deck is also silent. Okay, not really that silent. Four of Pentacles, 4-4. 4-4 might be important to you, the number 4. And because also the number 4 have been coming up a lot for you, my divine masculine, because your number is, you are the Emperor. Number 4 is your number. Okay, the Fool, this card just fell off. I'll take it for the Fool if nothing else comes up. Okay, this is the Fool. 9 of Swords. Okay, I see what is happening. Okay, now this is the Star. Please clarify the Star card. Please clarify the Star. Please clarify the Star. Okay, 8 of Wands. Okay, 8 of Wands. Now please clarify the Six of Cups or Six of Lotuses. Six of Cups or Six of Lotuses. Yes. Yes, absolutely. This is such a fated reading and I'm glad that I'm reading this for you. I'm so honored to read this for you. For Six of Cups, we got the Lovers. So 6-6 might be also important to you because we got 6 and the Lovers is also a 6 card. So the cards we got, the Four of Swords is being clarified by the Four of Stars. Now Four of Stars is the mini Emperor. It talks about that, but it is not the full Emperor because this person still feels inadequate in some senses, still feels insecure about their financial stability or their stability in the three-dimensional materialistic life. So one more thing that is coming up to me right now, and I'm so glad I'm doing the clarification, that when you were recuperating in your Four of Swords moment, when you're healing, these kinds of thoughts have been coming up to you, that are you good enough? Are you well established enough? Are you financially doing well or not? And I think the mostly what you've been thinking is, are you ready for a new relationship, for a new connection, because you feel insecure about your financial situation. And maybe that is why you have been having like sleepless nights, because you are having Nine of Pentacles, not Pentacles, Nine of Swords as a clarifier for the Fool card. I mean, you want to take the leap, you know that even, but you are being so anxious about it. You are being so like worried about, concerned about your situation. And but one more thing I would like to tell you, the swords are all mental swords. So whatever is happening inside your mind. It's not really the truth. It's not really factual truth. So you are just you are worrying for your, because of many of your insecurities. But if you can just calm your mind down, then you will see that there lies such a great opportunity in front of you, because the Star is being clarified by the Eight of Wands. Now wands are your passion, wands are your sexual, I'll say, energy, your sexual energy, your passion, your drive, whatever creative word you would like to do, wands denote that. And the Eight of Wands, as you can see, all these wands are aligned now. So in near future, very near future, just when you take the plunge as the Fool, you will see everything is aligning in your favor, so that your wish fulfillment can come to pass, so that you can have all your manifestations. And you can also see this eagle. So this eagle talks about the bird's eye view. So you are changing your perception, you are changing your perspective. This is like nodding towards that. And that is why everything is falling into alignment for you. And this also says that in the near future, you will have many communications coming up with both your partner, the person you are interested in at the moment, with them, who might be your divine counterpart, as I told you before. And also about, you might be getting some very new creative opportunities through various portals of communication, various modes of communication. So yeah, things are going to move fast in the future, so get ready. Things are going to move fast, because it is a very difference in energy. I can pick up a very much like swift moving of energy, because we are going from 4 of swords, which is like rest, nothing is happening, to 8 of wands, like fast aligned movement. Now the lovers. Yes, the lovers is the six of is clarifying the 6 of cups. So it's talking about whoever you're connecting with is your divine counterpart, is your match, it is your twin, is the one you were made for each other, I guess, I'll say. So yeah, lovers, this is such a lovely energy. It's time to be united, because usually in the regular tarots we see the lovers separated, like the feminine is here and the masculine is here, but here we see them together, reunited in an embrace, such a loving embrace. So I see you guys reuniting, I see you guys professing love to one another, I see you guys forming this unbreakable eternal bond and starting this new journey with. So yeah, this is such a lovely reading. I am absolutely mind blown. I love this for you, divine masculine. Okay, so now I'm going to wrap this reading. Sometimes I just cannot speak. I find it very hard to like put the words out from my mouth. It feels like they just want to stay inside my mouth. But anyway, I'm going to start with the runners of the sun oracle deck. Now these are the last couple decks I will use as advice for you. So whatever comes up, the first one I see is balance and offering. So the balance is coming up. You have to strike balance between your inner masculine and feminine energies. And offering, so it is talking about a gift. You might want to gift something to someone. The offering means offering of energies as well. So we'll see what comes up. Okay, this is your advice. This is how we go. What advice do we have for our viewers today? What advice do we have for our viewers today? What other advice we have for our viewers today? What other advice we have for our viewers today? One last. What other advice we have for our viewers today? Okay. Like the previous decks, this deck is also remaining quite reticent and to the point today. It is very interesting, very interesting. Your reading is very magical, I'm telling you. Okay, the card that came up is Teachers, number 14. And remember, we started when we cut the deck for the first time, we saw balance. Now 14 is also the number of temperance in the tarot card, and temperance, if you know what temperance card looks like, it's about this angel balancing water, pouring water from one chalice to another chalice, so balancing water from one container to another. So it is about balance. So now teachers, but this card is about teachers, and what I'm seeing is it is about not your regular teachers that you can find in a classroom, in an university or a college or high school or somewhere. It is about the teachings that we have been receiving through generations, the teachers of your past generation, your ancestors. I think this is urging you to connect with your roots. Yes, because there is so much knowledge within your roots. Ground yourself. I think this is also telling you to be in nature more. Ground yourself in nature. There is so much knowledge within nature. And also, I think you can do some kinds of shamanic journeys or meditations to connect with your ancestors. So this is ancestral knowledge. These teachers are ancestral teachers, your ancestors. And speaking of knowledge, we got knowledge on the back of the deck as well. And this is number 3, again, divine feminine like energy. So what the knowledge on the background is, again, what your divine feminine has been gaining through her or his. I don't consider gender as a thing. So through their ascension, whatever knowledge they have gained is also working in your favor. So your teacher, I am seeing your divine feminine can also be acting as your teacher without you knowing. So yes, look for the teachers, the mentors that are non-traditional. This is what is also coming up. I'm gonna read very quickly from the little book that I have for this, just to see if I'm missing nothing. Okay, 14. Teachers, learning, mentor, training. Work closely with someone who is willing to mentor you and help you along your path. On your journey, teachers will come to you when you're ready. The right teachers will appear at the right time. They will also leave your life at the right time. It's unlikely you will have only one teacher for your entire learning career. So, when it's time to move on, do so respectfully. Be wary of teachers who claim to have all the answers. Trust your gut. So, trust your gut, that is a very good, I'll say, advice, is because your intuition is your greatest teacher, your intuition. So, I just wanted to hold this little crystal because it's purple and it's talking about intuition. So yeah, I am gaining energy from it. So your intuition is your biggest teacher, and I think you will be coming, there will be many people, not many people, at least you will find some people coming up in your life now who will give you some teachings, some lessons. So yeah, because you're ready for it. Okay, now let's move towards our last oracle deck for today. This is the Poesis Oracle deck, and I love this because each card comes with a poem, and I'm going to end your reading by reading a poem. So as we see, sovereignty and heal, these are the two cards that are coming up. Heal, again, this looks very much like the Four of Swords card. So you have been healing yourself, and sovereignty, and that is why you have been in your power. Okay, let's see what these cards have in store for us, what the Poesis deck has in store for our collective today. What else? What else? Anything else? Oh, obviously, lip. Anything else? Lip, that is what we needed. And balance. This is all very okay. I'm gonna take one more card. I want to take one more card. I don't know why. I'll say embrace. Okay, on back of the deck we have give. These are the cards. The first card is hold. The second card is leap. The third card is balance. And the fourth card is embrace. Very nice, very nice. This is exactly what we have been talking about. So hold. This is an extra message that I'm getting from the hold card though. It's about, see how burdensome this whole pile of things is for this person. You have been holding a lot of burden, a lot of troubles. I think that is why the Nine of Swords came up, that you have not been sleeping well because of a lot of anxiety. So it is now time to release that. You have been holding it too much. It is now time to release that. That is what I'm getting from this. The next card is leap. As we have been saying, you are the fool. It's time to take that leap. See, look at this person who has taken that leap. All the stars are in their favor. The star card also came up with your reading. So this is just magical. And see, the person's eyes are closed. So they do not need to see where they're jumping into because their intuition is guiding them. And that's what you need to do. Just leap into the unknown with the guidance of your intuition. I'm going to read the poem for this one. Then, as I've been telling you, strike a balance. The 14 again, I was talking about the 14, the card Temperance. This is again, it's about balance. So you have to balance your inner masculine and feminine energies at the moment. Because I understand your anxiety, but if you balance both the energies, then the anxiety will be relieved. Finally, embrace this unknown. Once you take that leap, embrace this new reality, this new journey, because it's so fruitful, it's so loving, fulfilling, like magical. I'm so in awe of your reading, because you are leaping towards a new, I say, alternate reality, which is just great. Give, that is on the back of your deck, give. So I think it is for divine masculines are mostly known for receiving, taking things, but not for giving much. But it is actually their inherent nature to provide, for to give. So I think on the back of the deck, you are kind of doing a little like aligned dance with your counterpart, your divine feminine, who is ready to receive now, and you are ready to give to her now. So yeah, and again, gender, I'm not talking about gender. Okay, so let me finish off your reading with the leap. Leap. Okay, okay. I'm holding it up for you. Leap. If the butterfly was too afraid to open its brilliant wings to fly, would it ever know the pleasure of fluttering among the flowers or rubbing against the sweetness of life? When the faint whispers of the spirit become so loud that they cannot be ignored, when what has grown too large cannot be contorted back into a shape it has already been, break through the walls of the ripe cocoon and leap. A falling star is rewarded by its courage to be seen. It has been an honor to read for you. Thank you so much for staying with me. I do hope that my reading, my messages could guide you towards light. And thank you so much. I will see you in the next one.